guys and welcome, my name is Jude and I am sure you can tell by the title of this video that my birthday was recently. If you can't tell that, then there's an issue. There's an issue. I am really excited to be doing a birthday book haul. They're some of my favorite videos to make all year round. It's just presents. Presents of books you wanted. Full disclaimer though, all of the books that I got for my birthday I purchased myself. I turned 24 years old and in the eyes of almost everyone I know, I am too old now to receive any kind of gift. I did get a few things, but none of them were books, so I took care of that myself with the money I make because I'm a working woman. Yes! Hard-earned money, literally. And before jumping right onto the video, I just want to apologize in advance for the little buzzing sound that you may hear, but that's the fan. But it's a really hot day today, so I'm not turning it off. Okay? Cool, let's start. I'm gonna take this one off. It might be a bit too much now. Yeah. The first book I got to celebrate my journey around the sun is The Princess Saves Herself in this one by Amanda Lovelace. It is a collection of poetry, and if you can see this in the cover, this little circle is because it had a sticker. I got it at Target and it had a sticker. Who the hell puts stickers on books? I already finished it and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very aggressive poetry, and not in a bad way, but there's a lot of anger, a lot of feelings, a lot of sadness in here, and I thought it was beautiful, but it definitely felt very like, yeah, punch in the face, sort of. I'll be making a review for it shortly, but I really enjoyed it, and yeah, it was the first one that I got for my birthday 1 week before actually. Next up, I got a book that was recommended to me by one of my best friends, and that was not to be taken lightly. Most of my friends are not avid readers like myself, so when they find a book that they like and they finish and that they recommend to me, it's like, big deal. BFD. So when she said, hey, I read this book that was amazing and you need to read it, I was like, say no more. Apart from the title, I'm already buying it on Barnes & Noble. And I did, and that book is Milk and Cookies. Milk and Cookies. Milk and Cookies. By Rupi Kaur. This book has been going around BookTube for so long. The first time I saw it was a recommendation by Ariel Bissett. I love her channel, by the way, I love it. And after that, I just saw it around the BookTube sphere all around. So many people have talked amazing things about it, great reviews on Goodreads, and all the hype. On Goodreads, it is described as a collection of poetry and prose about survival. The amazing reviews that I've heard about it have been all by women, now that I think about it, and all of them talking about how relatable it is to them. Not sure how, but I will find out soon enough because it's the next book that I plan on reading. Next up, I got myself not one, not two, but 3 mystery books. So far, the most surprising thing about adulthood, apart from all the sadness, the mystery, and the debt, has been my newly found love of mystery thrillers. Ever since I read this book, Nightfall by Marisa Pezel, which you've seen around my channel endlessly, I think, by now, I just discovered this huge love for the genre. So on my birthday, I bought 3 of them. The first one being In a Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. Ware? Ware? I literally bought this book blindly. You know why? Because there's no summary. There's just praise on the back of this book of a book that's not even this one. It doesn't really make that much sense. Like I get it, she's a great author, but they're praising a book. They're praising a book that's not currently in my hand. That makes no sense. No, it doesn't. Ow. And I opened it and there was just more pages of praise and absolutely no summary. But Reese Witherspoon said, prepare to be scared. ... Really scared. And when I was checking out Night Film on Goodreads, it appeared on the recommendation little box that appears there, so I was like, meh. And I saw it on Barnes & Noble and I grabbed it and I took it with me to the little cafe area and I read it and I was so into it. I got a lot of books and none of them got me as much as this one. I was just immediately with the protagonist, with her, following her. I still have no real clue of what it's about. Yeah. But it's a mystery and it looks kind of cool, so yeah, I got this one. And I also haven't read the summary on Goodreads, just so you know. I'm gonna go blindly into it. I'm gonna be fully surprised. Yay. I got Stillhouse Lake by Rachel Caine. This one's about a woman, a housewife with kids and all, that lives a really nice, pretty life until she discovers that her husband is a serial killer. They apparently get him and he's like in prison and stuff and he can't harm any more people. And she changes her identity in an effort to start her life again, but then murders keep happening, apparently similarly to the ones her husband did. So it's like the killing didn't stop when they cut her husband. That's a great phrase. That's a great line. It looks creepy, has great reviews on Goodreads, and I cannot wait to read this one. I think this is the one that I want to read the most. And the last book that I got is In the Woods by Tana French. It looks amazing. It has this little golden thing that says it won an Edgar Award. I have no idea of what this award means, but it's in gold and there's a bird, so I think it's great. It says that it's a debut novel and a psychological suspense. The book's about 3 kids that go out to play into the woods and then they go missing. And when they go find the kids, they only find one of them, and that one kid is all traumatized, hanging on to a tree for dear life, shaking and covered in blood. And he don't remember nothing. He doesn't know what happened. That kid grows up to be a detective who apparently doesn't remember nothing still. But then a 12-year-old girl is murdered in the same woods in which his siblings disappeared, so now he has to go for full circle again into finding out what happened. It sounds so creepy and so cool, and it sounds a lot like Dark Objects by Gillian Flynn. I didn't read the book, I watched the movie with Charlize Theron and it was amazing. It's such an underrated movie, but I thought it was just so good. It was so good. I mean, it's no Gone Girl. I was about to say that it was just as good, but Gone Girl is a bit better production-wise. But Dark Objects was gripping, creepy, and yeah, I really liked it. So if you haven't watched it, you should. You really should. And now the last book that I got for my birthday, and it is Forbidden by Tabitha Suzuma. Oh my god! Some of you may know that this is one of my, if not my favorite book of all time. I love it. It's about incest. And you may be like, but Jude, you had a copy of it. What happened to it? And well, what happened was that I met a guy while I had low self-esteem, and when he asked me about my favorite book and if he could borrow it, I was like, sure, take it. Take it. Before going on a date with said person, who gives a book to a person they just met? Me and my shitty self-esteem. And then I went on a date and discovered that he was a self-centered loser. But by that time it was just too late. Too late for the book. So I finally got it back. I bought my own copy again, and I'm just so happy to have it back in my possession. Sadly though, I won't be able to get back the time I wasted. Lesson learned. And that's it. Those are all the books that I gave from me to me on my birthday. Though I also bought The Handmaid's Tale as an audiobook, and shit guys, the series is banger. Damn, fuck. It's the best series ever. Like, Game of Thrones, it's great, it's awesome, it's entertaining, but Handmaid's Tale is socially relevant and raw, and it hit home, and fuck. You need to watch that show. You need to watch it so bad. Those are all the books that I got for my birthday, but there's a few books that are worth mentioning that I got sent for review, so let's go right through them very quickly. There's Surprise Yourself by Currie, which I did on my birthday as an activity. You're Weird by Peterson. There's a lot of post-its here. I already filmed my review for this one. I'll be uploading it shortly. Text Don't Call by INF Joe, because seriously, text don't fucking call Jesus. And You're Doing Just Fine by Charlotte Eriksson, also a collection of prose. It's beautiful. This book hit me so hard because I've had the toughest week career-wise this week, literally. It's all been going to shit. Right after my birthday, it all just went downhill. And then I got this book and I read the back and it was like, you made it. After all, you made it another day and you can make it one more. You're doing just fine. And I broke down sobbing because it hit home so much. I can't wait to review this one. I'm currently reading it. Love it. Oh, but wait. I can't believe I almost forgot to mention these 4 books. Very quickly though, all of these books are from The School of Life. The School of Life is a philosophy channel here on YouTube. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but they're great. I will link them down below. I love their videos. I agree with many of them, disagree with others, but I think they're just great as food for thought. And The School of Life as a whole is mostly based on the philosopher Alain Botton and his analysis and thoughts, and narrated by them also. He has a great voice. I purchased Why You Will Marry the Wrong Person, which is a collection of essays. It's actually a talk that he has made. The talk is on YouTube. I will also link it down below if you want to check it out and see the philosophy and the thoughts and everything, which I think is a great talk. So I got the book and I already read it. It was really short and I really liked it. But I also bought the books on sex, relationships, and A Job to Love. I've been loving every single one of them. I feel that they question so many things about oneself that you don't normally ask. Like, how do I deal with rejection? Am I a tolerant person? Am I a humble person? All of these thoughts that you don't usually have, or questions that you don't often ask yourself. It just stimulates you to think about all of this, and like, I'm me, I'm myself, and it should be my job to discover as most about myself as I possibly can in this life, right? So all of these books have just been great to open up a dialogue with myself, know myself better so that I can interact better with others, so that I can establish relationships, whether they be friendly or romantic, with others, work relationships too. So I've been really enjoying these books. I've been reading them little by little, but I will link them down below where you can find them, as well as the rest of the books on this haul. And now that would be it for this whole haul. Thank you so much for watching. Do let me know if you read any of these books, if you liked them. If you didn't like them, don't tell me. Like, no, I'm too excited about them. I don't want to be bummed. I don't. But again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!